I am Professor Edward Blakely, talking about cities of the future that we can make today.
I feel like Australia's made many of the mistakes of the U.S. and is quicker to admit it, and quicker to find new models, to sort of take the best, to synthesize the best practices from around the world. People travel here a lot. They think out of the box. They're not defined as much by their discipline or their department. It's much more fluid in those ways. So I have been been lucky to learn from, and I'm hopeful that a lot of the best models will continue to come from here. You know, one thing is, Australia it's a beautiful place, and there's really good quality urban design, and that's, I think, leading the world in many ways. But sometimes I'm also seeing where the aesthetics, the urban design is actually holding back the other skills, the other participation that's needed to create good public spaces. The good public process, the good management of space, the way it draws on the life, the social life, the community life of public spaces as well. Bondi Beach and the way that Sydney and Waverley Council meet the waterfront is really central to the identity of this country and this city, and the life that occurs there, the social life, the cultural connections that are created in these spaces are a key opportunity for further evolving this city, this region. They're beautiful. People go there. It's the first place I ever went when I came to Australia, to see these places and the memories you have there as a tourist, but I think as a local too. Those are some of the deepest connections you have, the reasons you choose to live in these places. But what we know from around the world is that it's the social connections, it's the cultural openness, it's the welcoming nature of these places that allow these emotional connections to occur. They allow the social connections to occur. And more than that, these public spaces have a responsibility and a potential to create culture, to showcase the evolving cultural identity and strength of this country, and to grow that. I think Bondi Beach right now, a lot of it's parking. A lot of it's there's a lot of life there, but there could be a lot more. I've been coming to Australia for about 8 years and been here about a couple times a year, and worked with a lot of councils, and a lot of councils realize that it has to be everybody's job to do placemaking. There's been a lot of innovation around place management and getting place activators in council, and that's really good. But it's how it's expanding to change the culture of how every department within council works, and then how they relate to communities. And most notably, perhaps, is Adelaide, where I worked with them over several years and was just there again, and they've done amazing things with public space activation, with the laneways, and the life of Adelaide over the last several years has just taken off. The innovation from businesses and from the council in public spaces I think is some of the best stories in the world.